Take stock of your life to Super Horne-Ellstrom here. And our idiom today is to take stock of your life or of your business when we're talking about our business. And it's an idiom with an interesting past. It's been around since, they say, the 1870s with regards to being something important. But prior to that, in the 1510s, it was used to refer to the live property or the property on a farm, thus livestock. And by 1610, it meant to, I need my magnifying glass. By 1610, it was applied to the broth that came off of meat that was boiled. So like chicken stock, beef stock, whatever kind of stock you use in making soups and things, and for preparing cooked foods and things. It wasn't until, I don't remember when, but it also then, as we became a more industrialized world, this, from counting livestock on a farm, it was used to count stock or inventory or supplies in a business. Now, I used to do inventory every week in my Italian food business. So different times of, and we called it taking stock, taking inventory. We did a weekly inventory, or we took stock. We counted up all the different products and things that we had, all the raw materials, as well as the finished product that we had, so we knew what we had available for deliveries and sales each week. With respect to other businesses I've been involved in, we would take inventory or take stock at different intervals. It depends on what type of business you're running, how you take stock. But what this means is to assess, take a pause and assess and evaluate our life, and evaluate in terms of our goals and our overall well-being, as well as our accomplishments, things that are important to us. So how often do we take stock in our business? How often do we look at and ask ourselves and reflect on, how is my business doing? Am I creating the business that I want to create in the world? Am I becoming the person that I want to become in the world? Because guess what? As much as we like to think that doesn't matter in our business, it absolutely positively does. Our vision, our mission, our purpose, our core values, our priorities, our legacy, what it is we're trying to create, it all stems from somewhere, and it usually stems from us as the founder and the leader of our organization. Now, if you've got a big board of directors and things, some of my businesses have boards of directors, then it's a meshing of all of that. But each and every one of us need to become the best possible version of ourselves in order to create the best possible business, the thing that we want to see in the world. So I actually really like this particular idiom and expression. I've definitely used it. I don't know how often I've said take stock in your life, but I definitely do this. I definitely do this on a regular basis. I do it at least on a monthly basis. Personally, I check in with and I say, okay, well, how am I doing toward my goals that I set for myself at the beginning of the year? In our businesses, depending on the business, we actually have systems and processes and procedures set up to automatically do things like a SWOT analysis to make sure that we are getting the results that we want. And we look at our results usually on a weekly basis. Depends on the business. Some businesses we only look at monthly. And we look at key performance indicators. We look at the key measures that tell us if we're doing what we want or not, if we're getting the results we want. And if we're not, then we go back and we tweak, and we do a problem-solving analysis, and we figure out what's going on and take steps and actions to change and improve and get different results. Guess what? We don't always get it right the first time. I don't know anybody that does. People will say they do, but they really don't. They forget to tell you all about the story that led up to them getting the great result that they're getting now. That's it. I'd love to know your take and your experience with this particular idiom, take stock. Do you pause and take stock in your life and in your business? And if you don't, I invite you to do so. That's it. Have an awesome day, and I will, of course, be you tomorrow with another interesting idiom. What does it mean? Where does it come from? And how might you use it to supersize and grow your business? See you tomorrow.